we have this capacity to exercise free will that is the source, if you like, of the intrinsic dignity that humans have, that divine-like capacity. And in fact, within the annals of theology and Catholic social teaching, probably the most significant expression of that, which still resonates to this day with an absolute force, is the work undertaken by St. Thomas Aquinas in the 13th century, where he conceived of humans as possessing this kind of divine spark, a direct insight into that element of God, such that the most authoritative guide to conduct in life was one's own well-informed conscience. That is, if you'd like, I'll put it in my terms, maybe not the church's terms, that there is the sovereignty of the individual's well-informed conscience, and no authority, not even a pope's, has superior sway over that of the individual conscience, the well-informed conscience. Now, of course, the magisterium makes a claim to be able to help that conscience to be well-informed, and as my friend Frank Brennan would put it, equally to be a well-formed conscience. But even, as I say, to this day, right throughout all of the church councils, nothing has supplanted the work that Aquinas set and established that as the basic principle, which of course is an affirmation of the very source of human dignity itself. The problem with that, though, as everybody knows, is the old problem about, well, what happens when the well-informed conscience of the individual comes into conflict with what might be human-made dictates, norms, laws, rules, and all the rest. How do we square that away? Whether those rules and laws are made by Caesar, where we are to render unto Caesar, or where the boundaries are there. For example, you know, the famous cases in the early parts of the church, and perhaps even to this day, of martyrdom, where people prefer to stick to what their conscience requires of them, even to the point of death. These tensions have always been there, because if you are endowed with free will, and if your conscience, your well-informed conscience, is the ultimate guide to conduct, then there will be times when you come up against either secular or clerical or canon rules, laws, which are at odds.